Hey guys, how you guys doing? So today in this Excel video, we'll just be going over how to find the smallest number in a given data set, the largest number in a given data set, and then just how to find specific variables within a given data set. So today we are given this data set, it's students 1 through 15, it's hours worked outside of school, given right here, and then their overall grade in the class. All right, so if we are trying to find the least amount of hours worked given this data set right here, there is a quick Excel function that we can use, and we will type in equals small. Here you may not be able to see it, but there is a pop down when you actually go into Excel that says small, and you can just click it. You could also just type this in as well, equal SMALL, small, and then you have that parenthesis. All right. Next, you're going to highlight the given data set you're looking for, the smallest number. So I'm looking for the least amount of hours worked. So that'll be cell B6 to B20. And as you can see, I've entered that in there. And then I'm going to do comma, and we want to find the smallest one. So we're going to put 1. Once we have that, we're going to click enter. And so the smallest number in here happens to be at top, which is 10. All right. So if we're looking for the second smallest, we're going to do something very similar. So we're going to put equals small. All right. And put the parenthesis. And then we're going to do the same array. But if we want to find the second one, we're going to put comma 2 because we want to find the second smallest number. If we wanted to find the third smallest number, we'd put 3. But for this, we want to find the second. So we're going to put 2, click in enter, and it happens to be the second number, which is 11. All right. So if we want to look for the largest, it's going to be very similar. We're going to put enter large. We're going to click the data set, highlight all the way down. All right. And then we want the first largest number. So we're going to put 1. That happens to be 40 in this given data set. All right, now we want the third largest number. So we're going to put enter, or equals large. Type that out right there. Like I said, when you're in your Excel document, you're going to be able just to type it. And then there'll be a little pop down bar and you can just click that. If not, you can always just type it this way and it will do the same. So we're looking for the third largest function. We click the data, all the data that we're trying to sort through. We're going to put comma. Since we want the third largest, we're going to put 3. If we wanted the fourth largest, we'd put 4. If we wanted the fifth largest, we'd put 5, so on and so forth. All right. So the third largest number in this data set of hours worked is going to be 29. All right. All right, so for this question, we are going to use the countif function. So the way that works is we have a question here that says how many students worked 17 hours, all right? So instead of going through this data and counting each time we see 17, we can put enter. We can type in count if. All right, so then we're going to highlight the given range that we're looking. All right, so that's B6 through B20. We're going to put comma, and then we're going to give what we want them to count. So we're going to want them to count for anyone who has worked 17 hours. So we put that 17 in, and then we click enter. So there's 3 people who have worked 17 hours, and we can just verify 1, 2, 3. Yep, that is correct. All right, same thing for this question. How many students have an 80% in the class? All right, and then we're going to press equals count if. All right, and we're going to highlight the given range that we're trying to sift through, and we're looking for 80%. So I'm going to put 80, and I'm going to make sure to incorporate that percent sign as well. If you don't incorporate that, then you'll have some problems. And then press enter, and then you're good to go. So right here, I'll just click back up here. That's how many students. We use the countif function. You can see up here, it tells you exactly what we put in to get that. So we put countif C6 through C20 if it's 80%. So there are 4 80% in here. And while this data is easy to just take a look at and kind of count on your own, you may be like, well, why would I even use that if it's just easier to count? There's going to be certain times when you have 100+ data points and it's easier just to use this function. So that's why we use that. All right, then we can look in here. For this one, we did the countif 17, B6 through B20. There are 3 points that have 17. All right, back up here, we're looking at largest. We're looking at the third largest. That's why we have 3 right here. Third largest is 29 hours worked. The largest amount of hours worked is 40. That's why we have the 1. So the second least amount of hours worked is 11, and the first least amount of hours worked is 10. All right. Well, thank you for taking your time and viewing this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you have any recommendations for future videos, feel free to let me know, and I'd be more than happy to post them. Thank you, and have a great day.